We start today's adventure in um, the apartment rental office. And if you see here, there's a map of Cape Heron. Zoom in on this. You can see the apartment letters here. This is A1, and it goes in this direction. Excuse me. This is 1A, 1B, so forth to 1F. And if you go in this direction, you see 2A. All these in this row are into an A. And way up here is 8F. So it's kind of a grid. So anyway, there's these boxes on here. And these represent rental boxes. Now, the green ones indicate those may be available. The blue ones are reserved for someone. And this gold one means it has some sort of problem, probably over its frame count. The black ones are all rented and the rent is up to date. So anyway, if you're shopping for an apartment, you can click on one of these. Take a green one because we would want one that was reporting as being vacant. So they're either vacant or someone is really behind on their rent. So we'll pick one of those and we get a map and can teleport there. So here we are next to the rental box that we had chosen. Now where we are is in the excuse me, we're in the Northeast Courtyard. And in the Northeast Courtyard there is this thing called Describe Northeast. If you click on that, it will offer you a note card, and this gives a description of what you would see here standing in this position. That could be useful for someone who has limited vision. Maybe a screen reader or something might be able to read that note card. Now, we also have a teleporter here. So you can get here by the teleporter. And we have a remote for the in-tan dance balls that are in the heron's nest. So if you're here, you can click on the big round one in the middle and get two uh, couples pose balls that res so that you and someone else can dance. The blue one is for doing solo dances for males, and the magenta one is for doing solo dances for females. Now, what other things are here? Well, there's a nice pergola here, and it's got places to sit. It gives you a couple sits to choose from. And if we look here, There's a little table here, and you see there's a robin and this bowl of cherries. If we click on the bowl of cherries, the robin gets interested, and he will pick up a cherry and eat it, and then he'll go back. So that's kind of neat. Now let's stand up and see what else we have. Over here is a sculpture of a dolphin. If we click on that, it becomes a fountain. If we want to turn it off, we can click on it again. Over here is a swing, and we can sit there. Oops, I apparently didn't sit there properly. What am I on? Did I sit on the butterfly? Oh well, back to the swings. Sometimes there are clear things that you don't see between where you wanted to be. There, sit there. There we go. And you see Roderick is sitting on the swings. And there are different sits you can have. Stand up from there. So I think this is a very pretty courtyard. Go back and look at um, the apartments. You can see there are two different styles of apartments. They're the same square footage, but the ones in the corners have the upper floor rotated by 90 degrees. This kind of gives them a little bit better look at the courtyard than they would have had otherwise. The ones in the middle here are pretty much the same, uh, but it's a vertical layout of the two floors. Now most of these here are mesh apartments, which means that the interior can be sold for $0 to the tenant, and they can decorate it themselves. So they can use their own textures to make the interior like they want it. They don't have to cover it up with prims or something to hide um, the default interior. Over here is a stream radio orb. If we click on that, you see there's a list of streams you can choose. Now these, if you have a radio that's this round ball, they're fixed in from a note card, so they can't be changed um, or updated as easily. But Spot can update them. Now there's a teleporter that takes you up to the second floor, and so you have almost the same area, and there's a nice skylight. And if we go up on the roof, you'll see you've got a little area over here that you share with your neighbors. They're all bridged together to encourage people to interact. So you can put things up here as well as on your two floors. And that is about everything about this Northeast Courtyard and the apartments around it.